Blackburn Rovers turn on the style in the Carabao Cup as they put 6 past Stockport County to go through to the next round. What are the major takeaways from the game? We'll take a little look at it. All of it next. That's right, folks, back once again with another review, of course, taking a look. That's right, folks, back once again with another review, taking a look back at the Tuesday night match between Stockport County and Blackburn Rovers at Edgeley Park. We'll get into all of that and more in a second. If you're new, where you been? Smash your subscribe and you want sub shop for Blackburn Rovers is right here under one Rooski. Play 2-1-2, scored 10 goals in those 2 games. Rovers have burst onto the scene this season, hoping to see that continue into the next game. But today we're going to look back at the game against Stockport County in just a second. Of course, big shout out to the VIPs. They are the patrons. You know who you are. And again, if you're new, smash the old subscribe. So yes, great game, of course, for the Rovers fans. Not necessarily the best game for Stockport County, who, of course, did field a very young, inexperienced side. And they were put to the sword, of course, as Rovers dominated with a 6-1 win in the end. We'll talk about the 1 goal conceded shortly, but the goals came in pretty quick fire within the first 13 minutes, scoring 4 of them with Sammie Szmodics. Yes, you read that right. Not only did he start the match, but he got himself a couple of goals as well. 8th minute, 25th minute as well. Those 2 goals were sandwiched in between Andreas Weimann's 2nd goal in his first start in Rovers colours as well. Yuki Ohashi made it 4-0 for Rovers with his first start as well. 2nd goal as well for him. And in the second half, Mahktar Gueye coming off the bench to score his first goal with Vale scoring probably the peach of the lot. Yeah, all good effort from Rovers. We did concede midway through the second half. John Buckley appeared to have turned it in after a shot from a 16-year-old for Stockport County. But as you see from the stats, 24 shots for Rovers, 12 of them on target, 6 of those in the back of the net. Just the 2 for Stockport, none of them on target. And of course, possession was overwhelmingly in favour of Rovers, 73% compared to 27% for Stockport County. Whopping 843 passes for Rovers throughout the 90 minutes, 323 for Stockport County, with a pass accuracy of 90%. No yellow cards, so a cool, calmed display from Rovers in this one. With probably John Buckley getting the man of the match, if I'm all honest with you. He was involved in all of the movement going forward. Also, you can give maybe a big shout out to Sondre Tronstad alongside him in that midfield. So they were a good partnership there. Of course, gives a nice selection headache for John Eustace for Saturday, whether it's going to partner Travis and Tronstad, or maybe Buckley's earned himself a spot in this revitalised 11. Speaking of 11, let's take a look at the 11. Starting with the hosts, that's right, Stockport County, sticking Ben Hinchcliffe between the sticks there, 35 years old, his first game of the season, but yeah, it was littered with youngsters. Nathaniel Mapangu in there alongside Sam Hughes, who unfortunately picked up an injury and was replaced in the first half. Ibu Toure in the back 3. Then we had Tyler Oyango, Odin Bailey, Jid Okdeke, and Fred Rashaw. And up top, Jaden Fevrier, Che Gardner, and Lee Williams. A lot of youth within that team. As for Rovers going for quite a full strength side here with Ainsley Pears between the sticks, Danny Bath, Hayden Carter, Harry Pickering, and Callum Britton in the back 4. Sondre Tronstad alongside John Buckley in midfield. Ziggy was in there alongside Weimann, Szmodics, and Yuki Ohashi as well. Let's take a look at the subs then. Of course, some youngsters coming in as well. Off the bench, John Williams Lawless, Jake Lewis, Reese Watson, Callum Camps coming on for Stockport Rovers, bringing on 37-year-old Carl McFadzean, Leo Duru as well, Lewis Travis, Mahktar Gueye, and Jack Vale, all coming on in some shape and some size as well. Let's take a look at the match ratings then for the personnel. Not the greatest performance by Stockport County, but still a 6.6 for Tyler Oyango in the middle of the field. As for Rovers, the man of the match, according to these guys, was Yuki Ohashi with 8.6. Actually, tell a lie. There it is. It is John Buckley with 9.8, involved in pretty much everything. But good shout-outs to, of course, Sondre Tronstad alongside him, Sammie Szmodics, Yuki Ohashi as well. Ainsley Pears had his feet feet up all day long, but he should have done better for that conceded goal in my eyes. Ben Inchliffe with a 6.7 as well, and as you can see, an average 5.92 rated, 7.51 for Rovers. Who were very much the dominant side. Is what we expected. As you can see, all the drama on the graphic here, or mostly in the first half, with a couple of little elements in the second half. I'm excited. I'm excited about Rovers. I think we've started off great. I think our first real test of the season, though, is Saturday as an away game. It's a tricky game against Norwich. We'll have coverage of that pretty much from tomorrow onwards. So make sure you stick around for that. And yeah, I'm glad we're opening up and scoring goals. 10 goals scored in 2 games is great. I know the competition has not been the best at the moment, but you know, you got to beat what's in front of you. And today we did just that, because this could have been a sticky one. And if we'd only won 1-0, of course, the haters would have been out. So a good performance. Sammie Szmodics starts, which means he's cup tied. Should a move pan out for him within the EFL or Premier League. So yeah, it's looking good for Rovers at the moment. But we'll just see how all that pans out. Quick look at the shot grid then, shall we? Of course, look at this. Here's the old keeper. Hinchcliffe was kept on his tippy toes, and he's done great to deny Rovers just scoring 6. As for Stockport, couple shots here, including the goal, which took a massive ricochet off Buckley, which would be the only downer. Look at this. Ohashi with 6 attempts. Szmodics, Gueye with 3 as well. Sigurdsson with 3. Danny Bath with 3 attempts. Look at him. Of course, a couple of shots there from Camps and Williams for Stockport County. Over 1,010 touches, according to this graphic here, with 843 passes. Very much the busier side were Rovers on this one. And yeah, there was other games and drama. We'll go back to this graphic in a second, but just wanted to say, you know, Rovers, you know, this could be a tricky one. And you know what? It's early days. It is early days, but we just needed to get those goals in, get the movement going, get the guys scoring and playing alongside each other and understanding how Blackburn Rovers rock and roll. So yeah, and we've done it so far. Let's take a quick look at the Twitter sphere and some of the chat that's been going out there. And of course, look at Mahktar Gueye showing off his skills there, loving the crowd already, getting everybody on board. He's creating a nice little atmosphere for him. James Wilcox spotted it as well. Gueye is dangerous in the box, puts the ball in. He will challenge and win most. Meanwhile, Liz said, "I'm so delightful Eustace has taken the cup seriously. A good cup run makes the inevitable tricky days and long nights worth it. 19 minutes of utter joy tonight." Even Tez chipped in, says the treble is on. Back him to it. Meanwhile, Ben the Boss Jackson said, "Yuki, what a guy. Such a firework. Gets everywhere and anywhere you can, anywhere you can really put decent crosses too. Well done, Rovers." Gagliossi Blue said, "That'll do. 10 goals in 2 games. Not a bad start to the season. We conceded 3 very cheap goals from set pieces, though. That's something we need to rectify." Adam Tsuki said, "A game we should be winning, but still have to get the job done. So credit to the lads. Really clinical tonight. But think the manager will be low-key concerned that we conceded again from a set piece, even against a side full of kids." Meanwhile, Gimp with a limp. Harsh on Stockport as they were forced to field a second string side. Some great goals, though, very much needed minutes in some of the lads' legs. That's what it was all about, getting the minutes in, getting the confidence going. But we go through to the next round, and of course, who will join us in the next round? Well, I'm going to show you in a second here, if I can just hop on over to the other graphic. There it is, and then jump out the way. So this is, of course, the results from some of the results from Tuesday night. Spot the upset. West Brom are out, losing to Fleetwood Town. No mistake from Huddersfield. They navigated past their tricky opponent. Stoke squeezed through as well. Coventry knocked out fellow Championship side Bristol City. They go home. QPR are through as well. Birmingham squeaked past Charlton as they do. And to the other end of the games here, we've got Rotherham beating Crewe. Sunderland are out, losing to Preston, managerless Preston. Millwall beating Portsmouth as well. Oxford go through. 2-1 over Peterborough. Norwich 7-0 against Stevenage. That's the next opponent for Rovers. And Sheffield United scored 4 past Wrexham in a bit of a thriller as well. So lots of games, lots of drama on a Tuesday night, stacked, packed with football. But Rovers will be going through to the next round to take on somebody. We'll have the draw, we'll see what happens, and maybe we'll get a tasty one in the second round. That's all I've got though, folks. Be sure to smash the like, subscribe if you're new. Your one-stop shop for Rovers is right here under one Brewski. We'll, of course, getting back to basics tomorrow. Looking forward to the Norwich game. We've got the predictions coming at you very, very soon. But until then, we are done.